Hey y'all, welcome back to Sidewinder Shed. We're in the man room, out in the shed, and on the previous short video, I showed you pretty much why we haven't been out in the shed or anything. A lot of work I have to do out here, pretty much just cleaning everything up. But I'm done. I'm done for now for the winter, unless something breaks down. But I'm done with all my major automotive videos and working on engines and everything else. And I do have, well, I have several woodworking projects that I'd like to do over the winter where I can actually do them inside the shed. But I have to get the shed cleaned out first. Um, I have several things that were planned for me to do, and I got to get on that. Um, Now I know a few of the videos I did, a couple of them, that seem to have some pretty good views and a lot of response, comparatively speaking. A few comments where I was talking about the state of affairs right here in this country at this point in time with parts and what do we actually make in the United States anymore? What can we do about it? And I've had a few comments, not just on my YouTube channel, but personally. Uh, that seemed to hit a point with a lot of people. One of the things about this channel that I want to do, and I've been trying to do, is that you don't have to go to the big stores or even the small mom and pops, if there are any that are still open, to get you stuff. You don't have to buy things off the shelf, and that includes raw material as well. And during the course of these projects, especially the wood projects that I want to do, that I'm hoping I can get here and record doing, is I had mentioned before a little phrase that we used up north called Yankee ingenuity. But a lot of these channels, especially Slantfish 65 SD, they will tell you, okay, this is not the proper tool to use, this is not the recommended way to do it, but they make it work. And the deal with that old phrase, Yankee ingenuity, is you use what you have and you modify it and you make it work. Doesn't have to look pretty, it's nice if it does, but you use what you have. That's kind of the point of this channel too, that I'm trying to get across, is that use what you have. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't. If you do, that's great. This isn't the channel for you, unless you want to just watch me mess up and make mistakes and everything else. Then that's fine. Um, Again, don't learn how to do things by watching me. Learn more how not to do them. But irregardless, the biggest thing is use what's available. Might not be the best. It might not be exactly what you want, but a lot of times you have to just use what's available. Little projects and big projects, a lot of times there's always a compromise, and that's something I want to try and show here, that you can do this stuff yourself too, and with things that are laying around. Now, I am not a great fabricator. John Wilborn and his channel, he is. There's a few others out there. Those guys are just awesome fabricators. I am not. I'm a hack. I do the best I can with what I got, and that not only means the materials. I use what I have and do the best I can with them. but also my skill level and my intelligence. I only have so much, and I do the best I can with what I have. But it usually works out, usually, at least to get you by until you can either do it the right way or save up enough money to have somebody do it for you that actually knows what they're doing. So I'm not trying to teach anyone how to do things here. I'm just showing you that you can take a chance and do a lot of this stuff yourself. The wood I have, very little of it did I ever buy. That does not mean it's bad wood. Now you have to be careful. Some wood is impregnated with very dangerous chemicals and stuff that'll actually hurt you. So you have to be careful of what you look for and what wood you get. But a lot of this wood that I do get is from job sites, construction sites. A lot of it is stuff from a good friend of mine. He's a pipe fitter. They get all kinds of supplies, their pipes, their metal, their steel, and everything comes in big crates. And what do they do with the crates? They tear them apart and they throw the wood away. And a lot of it is one use, one time. And yeah, they're odd sizes. You're not going to get your 8-foot long studs or 10-foot long 2x4s. They're going to come, 18 inches, 24 inches, 36. You might get some long ones. They might be 7 feet or 6 feet. It all depends on what they had to make for a crate. But it's there and it's useful. And it doesn't cost anything. Don't go out and steal it. Ask. If somebody works there, ask who you need to talk to. A lot of times these companies, they have to pay for it to be disposed of. So if you want to come in and take a couple of truckloads, provided that the other workers, people that work there, they get their choice first. But ask. Just ask around. The worst they're going to say is no. They might speak harshly to you. But that's the worst that's going to happen. Ask. You'd be surprised what you can get. With that being said too, I would like some input. What do you want to see more on this channel? Again, I've said before, this is mostly going to be for next generation, for my grandkids and everything, so I can see what their pop-up did. Try to inspire them, but you guys are here right now watching me as well, and I do appreciate that. And what I'd like is some feedback. I have a few cabinets that I have to make. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. It's just on my back porch I have some old metal shelving that we're using to store a lot of stuff. And it's it is falling apart. It is getting dented, and it really doesn't look nice. And I know, even with the 2x4s and the leftover wood that I have out here in my shed, I can make something that looks a little bit nicer. Nothing you're going to want to put in a $200,000-$300,000 house, and that's a low-end house. I understand that. It's absolutely nothing that you'd want to have inside a $50,000 trailer either, but it will be nicer than the industrial beat up looking set of tin shells that I have out there. So that's one project that I need to do. There's a couple others, and yes, I will probably have to get some pallets and tear the pallets apart. If that's something you'd like to see, leave a comment here. Let me know where I can start. I'm looking for some feedback. I'm looking for something interesting. If you want to hear some more chats and me bitch about life, the universe, and everything, leave that comment down too. It's not really what the channel's about, but I get enough comments. I'll name a topic and I'll do my best to give you my opinion on it. I don't want to sway anyone's opinion. And I'll tell you what, I have a lot of friends and a lot of family members too that are polar opposites with me on a lot of things. What I try to do though is find our common ground and go from there, because we do have a lot more things in common than we don't. And a lot of times we want the exact same end results, but we go about it different ways to get it. And that is part of this channel, is there are different ways to do things. All right. There is no set perfect way to do it for the average individual. When you're making something, a lot of this is just you make it up as you go along, and as long as you're safe about it and you get the end results that are desired, that's all that matters. You don't hurt yourself or anyone else, and you get the job done, and it looks good. You know, you get everything done that you want to get done. It might be a little bit harder work, but you learn as you go along. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can think of right now. Just a little talk. Let's see where you guys want me to take this channel, what you'd like to see. Still got to do things that I want to do and I think are interesting. But I'm open. I'm open for some suggestions. On the past videos, do you have questions? Things that you would like to have seen me do more in depth or less in depth. Just give me some feedback. That's actually what I'm looking for with this video. I want to hear what my subscribers want, and I want to thank you guys so much too. This channel's been up just a little bit over a year now, and for me, for jumping all around, I don't have one set subject. And for jumping all around, to have 162 subscribers right now within a year, that's good. That's excellent. I do not have a very great stage presence. I know that. And, you know, the people that are interested in the automotive part, a lot of them don't want to watch the cast iron cooking. Those that are interested in the cast iron cooking, they might not be interested in what I do with the woodworking. But this is just a little taste of my life in now the 21st century, and trying to pass on what little bit of knowledge I have to anyone out there that's interested. And this is just a basic daily life. If you want to know the major things of history, give it a few years. It'll be on the bigger channels and on TV and whatever. There'll be documentaries. But as a average American citizen right now, this is the way I live my life. This is the way I do things. This is the way I have to do things. I don't make, you know, 8 figures a year. I just live life. That's it. And I do my best to let everyone else live their own life. And if you can get anything from me, if I can help you out with some information, information is easy. Information is free. Whether I teach you how to do something or how not to do something, which is more likely a way not to do it, that's still information. Information is power. Never stop learning. Always keep your mind open to learn, whether you agree with it or not. Learn something from it. That's the biggest point I want to get across this channel. Anything I do, if you can take something away from it, like I said, how to do it, or most likely how not to do it, how to keep yourself safe, and how to get the same results done, that's awesome. That's it. But anyway, thank you all. Happy New Year. And y'all be safe out there. Take care, and leave some comments. Let me know what you'd like to see, where you'd like to see me do and take this channel. What are you interested in? There's 162 of you out there. leave a few comments. What parts do you like? What are the videos on here that you like? Is it the cast iron? Is it the automotive? Is it the woodworking? Is it the camping? Is there some part of each of those segments that you're more interested in and would like to see more of? More detail, less detail? Let me know. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good one.